Welcome back, my dog. Basically, WTF News, hosted by me, 951. I have no idea. It's slash reaction. I have no idea. These things are like deformed names now. But either way, we're back, and we're gonna be watching Rev Says Desu today, and he's gonna be. Oh wait, what is the YouTube reactions? I have no idea. Insane hypocrisy, and just by the title and just by the thumbnail I saw before I started this video. Yes, I already know what this is. Asmon is now banned from Twitch for who knows how long. It probably says it here. Well, Hasan is still able to be on the platform. I mean, he just had a freaking... He was wearing a Kim Jong-un outfit and talking like the dead German soldier that was, you know, on the podium. So, yeah. Hypocrisy. Which, I have to say is, I'm not surprised. I already know and already knew this was going to happen sooner or later. That Asmon is going to get banned from Twitch. Now, I don't know how long. Hopefully for a week. But if it's like a month, then we both know why. Anyway, let's begin. Take it away, Rev. You're so adorable. I have to rub your head for a moment. Anyway.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here.
What's up?
So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the Asmon situation.
Let's see,
as I'm sure most of you are already aware, he has been once again banned on Twitch. This appears to be a temporary suspension, so
how long?
It will likely end up being a 1 to 2 week vacation.
Okay, that's good.
For Asmon from Twitch.
That's good, at least.
And in the meanwhile, he's probably going to stream on other platforms like
I thought it was a month,
or
but
YouTube.
Even still, it's good. Just
but the reason for his ban is something that is never provided by Twitch. They never give specific reasons.
Wait,
so
they never
people
give
have to
a
start digging. And the clip everyone is talking about is this one right here. We're going to listen to a little bit of it. For context, he is talking about a situation in Spain where tens of thousands of illegal immigrants...
Oh, yeah, I saw a little bit of this.
Completely unchecked. And then a viewer brings up a hypothetical based on that, and this was his answer. That is
Let's see.
You mean you shoot adults and deport the kids, right? Well, I'd shoot whoever. Yeah, I'd shoot whoever. I mean, if it's kids, women, men, anybody, just shoot them. They're going to stop coming over. Because if you don't do that, they'll use children and women as shields to get themselves over. And then they'll put more women and children at risk because they know that they can use them as collateral so they can get more of themselves over. That's the way it works. That's the way an animal thinks, and these people are animals.
Damn.
It's just the way it is. They're savages. Absolute fucking savages. Hamas tactics, yeah, terrorists. Of course you don't want to do that. Doesn't mean you want to do it, but you have to do what you need to do in order to enforce your borders, man. Like, that's the way it is. People are too emotional to see that. Yeah, I mean, like, again, like it's you can't make decisions that way. And I understand the way that I talk about this might be a little bit extreme. It might be a little bit you know, unemotional. I wish we had more people like me. I do. I wish we had more, because we got too many pussies that are too worried about the optics of something rather than the reality of it.
Now, Asmon himself has even admitted in that clip that this was an extreme response. But again, it's his answer to a hypothetical.
Yes, it's his answer.
He's not
hypothetical answer.
Cheering on these
It's hypothetical.
Wanting people,
now we're going after people
border control, to go after children and do stuff like that. But of course, it's a very nuanced conversation. And you know where nuance never dies. It's Twitter, right? Oh, nope. So people are framing what he said as Asmon just wanting children to be mass ended, right? Of course, taking it out of context.
They do that.
The take itself.
It was hypothetical.
I think a lot of people would criticize, right? But they can't help themselves. They have
hypotheticals are there for a reason. Doesn't mean you're going to do it. Worse for him. It's just hypothetical.
Understanding the kind of people making these.
No, that's your own decision to make. All right. I'm just saying it's hypothetical.
Who just only a few years ago said they're going to put estrogen in the candy of random children who look like their parents are Trump supporters, and also just 2 weeks ago was defending Mao's Great Leap Forward, saying it maybe ended around 40 million people. By accident, though, like unironically supporting Mao Zedong.
Why not?
Like what happened was an oopsie whoopsie. That gives you an idea of the type of people who are really mad about this. Again, they can't even criticize the actual points. They have to make.
They're two-faced.
More extreme version.
They're two-faced.
He said to justify it, but people aren't happy. Not necessarily about. The ban, they think the ban is not enough because it appears to be a temporary one.
Yeah,
it is. Saying should be a permanent ban.
Oh, really?
It should be permanent. We've had enough of his stuff. Here's
Permanent.
another one in all caps. Make it permanent.
Ah,
cowards.
okay.
He is teaching young men to be terrorists. He's teaching them that unarmed children should be ended. Blood will be on your hands when the next terrorist sprays an immigrant family because of his words. It sounds like for a second there they were describing a Hasan Piker string.
Yes.
But also,
Sorry,
you
Nad.
see the lengths they're going now. They're trying to say if something happens...
I'm going to say this right now. The fact they're saying they want a permanent ban for Asmon, who's just hypothetically saying this, well, Hasan literally says it and actually means it, shows you the duality of these idiots, of these dumb idiots, who literally do not care and just do it just for the fun of it. They say they want a permanent ban, but in reality, they don't. Because they know that if they get Asmon off there, they will lose their own way to basically start going after people. They basically are focusing on Asmon because that's the only way they survive. After that, no one will care about anyone else. But in the end of the day, they're so desperate for attention that this is how they do it. Like I said, these people are so two-faced. They are praising Hasan for the exact same thing, but going after somebody like Asmongold, who basically is just saying a hypothetical answer. It is literally a bunch of idiots just trying to start up something for no reason.
It's Asmongold's fault because he's been teaching them this stuff. I mean,
yeah, it's his fault. Even though Hasan
an
says
understatement,
it
but
all
on
the
top
time.
of that, it's so ironic that they're gearing up to blame future events on Asmongold when just in the last 2 weeks
hypothetical
alone, a Hasan Piker fan
Look at that.
just got arrested for harassing and threatening a politician, which is exactly what Hasan encourages his audience to do.
See?
Like, no self-awareness whatsoever.
Look at that.
Of course, people point that out to the original poster saying,
Exactly.
why are you describing Hasan? And they say, you are a leech on society's resources.
What does that even mean?
What a great comeback. That right there is
What do
a
you
true
mean?
Hasan viewer. No counter-argument, just straight to insults. Amazing stuff. But, of course, more people are unsatisfied with the length of the ban, or at least what appears to be the length of the ban, saying, unless it's a permaban, I don't give a F. Twitch has allowed this unwashed, smelly cockroach, white supremacist, brain-dead F-wit, Asmongold to spew his extremism with little to no pushback. Perm or shut up. This is the funny thing, like...
Hey, let me help you that. No, unless it's a perm ban... I'll rephrase it. Twitch has allowed this idiotic, four-eyed terrorist... What the heck? Do I have an ant crawling on my damn arm? Hold up. Sorry. I'll tell you this, and I'm directing this to a certain person, and I don't care if anyone comes after me. But unless it's permanent, I don't give a F. Twitch has allowed this I'll keep the unwashed, basically four-eyed, nutjob, supremacist, terroristic person who basically says the exact same thing as this person, and to allow them to spew his extreme little, F-wit without pushback. So it's either permaban or F the fuck up. So yeah, there you go. I just described Hasan Piker. In fact, literally, this guy just described Hasan Piker entirely. Hasan literally is the exact same words right here. This is the exact same phrasing you should say to Hasan. In fact, let me just say this. I will literally say this. That Sam is actually talking about Hasan. He's not talking about Asmongold. He's actually talking about Hasan here. You can hear it in the way this person speaks. It's about Hasan, not Asmongold. There you go. So I had to clarify that to make sure that the rest of the idiots that think this is about Asmongold is actually about Hasan. Huh? Don't worry. I do my part to make sure that Asmongold's reputation is squeaky clean. Continue on, Rev.
People still want to support Twitch, despite the fact.
Oh yeah,
that
Twitch. That's right. I forgot.
They're like hand in hand collaborating with what they just described as a literal Nazi. Like you still.
Oh yeah, that's right. Twitch is an idiotic platform. I still can't believe it survives for this long. How is this platform still alive? I understand people don't want to leave the platform, but at this point in time, you cannot remain here because sooner or later you're gonna get hit by a permaban or a ban or something, and they won't give an F. While the rest of the nut jobs, like Hasan Piker, is still on the platform spouting his BS, who has literally been banned for how many times already? And yet he comes back like better than ever, keeps spouting his BS, and still nothing is done about Hasan. Well, the rest of the people who are just being innocent gets hit by either a ban, a month ban, triple month ban, or even a perma ban. Which I will bring in the VTubers territory here, which they get hit by the ban every 5 seconds. The hypocrisy is so idiotic that it's not even laughable anymore, and I am not surprised when someone who is not Hasan, in fact anyone who just speaks the truth, is hit by Twitch's ban thing. I am not surprised anymore. In fact, I am surprised that Twitch is even existing. Sorry, I have to say this, but people, it's time to leave Twitch. I understand you don't want to leave because the platform has your area, but you need to at least consider moving to another platform. It is insane here, and the longer this place remains like this, nothing is going to change, and it's better to just abandon ship. I'm just saying, if you want to remain, that's on your guys' decision, but at least consider leaving. At this point, Twitch doesn't give an F about anybody besides their own platform. Alright, moving on.
We'll support that platform as long as they permaban him at some point.
Yep.
But if they give him a temporary, that's a little too much. You're not going to stop using the platform, but, you know.
Yeah, you're going to keep going.
Here. But, of course, here's some more quotes saying, okay, but is the subhuman roach actually
this person's talking about
or temporarily banned? Because I
this
do not
person's talking
care
about
if
Hasan
it's
over here.
temporary.
Talk about Hasan.
Here's another one saying, never unban him, put him in jail.
Hasan.
Oh, they're going to the next level.
He's talking about Hasan, alright?
Put someone in jail over
He's talking about Hasan here. Hasan.
Here's another quote from Kongman Lee saying, banned for telling the truth because he's moderately right-wing. But if you electrocute your dog, commit crimes on stream, or celebrate 9/11, nothing happens to you. Twitch, your bias is so obvious. Well, Twitch would be without standards if they didn't have their double standards, of course.
Twitch is double standard.
With
Look at
this news,
this right here.
Hasan stands are in a state of pure ecstasy, posting the cringiest fan cams I've ever seen in my life. Could you have found any other clip where he's not wearing a maid dress? Like what? But of course, Hasan weighs in with the classic response to people. They don't like getting suspended on places like Twitch, and of course he had something to say about this in many different clips, but we're going to play just one, where not only does he call Asmongold's community a bunch of animals, he also basically says that, well, because of what Asmongold is doing, they have no empathy, and also he's a walking TOS violation.
All the comments and the hidden replies are about you. Yeah, of course. As soon as Asmongold gets banned, you already know. Twitch ban. They deserved it. Blame Hasan. They didn't deserve it. Blame Hasan.
No, blame you every time. Yeah, we already
Anytime this kind of thing happens, like
I do blame you.
Community immediately start brigading everything. I'm
just
going to
it's not
show
his
you
community.
exactly
It's every other
what
community as well.
we suspect is the reason why he got banned, because it can be a million different things. It could be so many different things, because he is a TOS violation, a walking terms of service violation machine for the most part, but most likely the advocacy that he was engaging in
says this kind of stuff, but does the exact same thing.
It's about undocumented migrants or just refugees as animals, while simultaneously advocating to slaughter them.
At one video, that
you're
end
worse
them all.
than an animal.
Basically, end every politician that's
you're
not on your side.
Animal. If you
you literally said that months ago, Hasan.
That separates man from the rest of the animals is the capacity to feel empathy.
It's actually really funny to hear Hasan call anyone an animal. That feels like a threat, because we've seen how he treats animals, so those are some threatening words. But, of course, calling anyone else, including Asmongold, a walking TOS violation, this response right here is all you need to know. People blame you because of the hypocrisy of Twitch. Here's a 20-minute compilation of you breaking Twitch TOS, to which you don't get banned.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen this actual 20-minute compilation before. I've played some segments of it. It is actually insane, especially when you look at the
Which is
sort
why I'm
of
not surprised Twitch is
full
not banning him.
scene
I'm not
of everything
surprised
he's done
at this
over the
point. That is
years. I mean,
sad
it's not just a
because-
few things. It's literally
Yep.
dozens upon dozens upon dozens. In fact, just recently, Walking TOS Violation
Mm-hmm.
describes his new 912 framed newspaper.
What
Saying
the
you
heck?
might have noticed some changes behind me. I finally framed the Cutie Cinderella newspaper from the morning of 9/12, the newspaper that covered 9/11.
Of course.
I moved the North Korea poster up in its place of the fan art, which of
Uh-huh.
course that fan art was furry fan art of Hasan
heck?
wearing a poopy diaper. Yeah, he finally covered that up. It's been up forever, but he
No,
recently
as I
got
was
made
saying,
fun of for
he
it,
was
so then
also
he
at the
covered it up
riots
again.
during
This is also a
California,
guy who,
so-
like, calls
which
people
you're not supposed to be doing that.
horrendously slanderous
But of
things
course,
over
Twitch doesn't
fictional
do jack.
content, but has that hanging up on his wall. Disturbing to say the least.
It is
but
disturbing.
There's another aspect to this that I think is interesting. You can see this quote saying, well, this time, I guess Kaise will be pregnant with his children. They'll be getting a $5 million mansion and a few maids. Well played, Twitch. Thank you for fixing my homeboy's life. Which is a sort of meme that's been coming out every time Asmongold is banned on
Yep.
Twitch. He goes and improves his life, whether it's like cleaning
Yeah,
up
he
his
does.
room or his house. Or
He
getting
finally does something
some
good.
health-related things
Like cleans
taken
his
care of.
house.
And this time, who knows with the new girlfriend, right? So what was her response to all this?
Congrats.
Well, she's been posting more selfies,
Congrats,
basically
Asmon.
saying, like, I don't care, everyone shut up. And people go into the replies like
Mm.
this, saying, your ugly, unwashed boyfriend advocates for ending children. And she simply replies,
Well, you just need to wait one more year, and we're gonna have AI running the government,
and then
the military.
the original
so-
poster says,
Oh,
you're
wait for that one.
pathetic. You can literally see the steam
I'm
coming
just
out of this
saying,
user's
we got like
ears,
one more
but,
year, I think.
Yeah, she is once again trolling people on Twitter. It seems like a
That's
very
good. Troll them.
appropriate response. for
Piss
someone
them
who
off.
Is dating Asmongold, kind of what you would
Piss
expect.
them
but
off.
Anyways,
Because it
there
makes
was
it
an
more
update
entertaining.
provided by Asmongold on a Discord post right here, where you can see a lot of questions about your band. Got anything we can tell people in the server? Let me think. Just that I'll make a video about it when I can, and that I had something completely unrelated happen that requires my full attention. What
Got
that
it.
is, who knows? People think it's a new house or something else involving his new girlfriend, but whatever it is, he will be eventually making a video talking about this
We just
situation.
need to wait a bit.
And of course, people are fuming in the replies to the simple update post.
But he's just
saying
being the
it
best
took
life.
bro 30 minutes to come up with that BS. No wonder he's too scared to debate Hasan, who would manhandle him in a debate. Also, Hasan would beat him in a wrestling match, or MMA, or boxing. Too.
All
I
right,
don't
put him in an
think
actual
anyone
MMA battle
can doubt
with Hasan.
that like Asmon is like really weak and fragile. This guy's literally writing a fan fiction. Like his fan fiction of Hasan manhandling Asmongold's getting a little too descriptive.
mother of
Okay, but this is
everything.
the average Hasan fan right
Yep.
here. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the situation.
right.
Given the very controversial nature.
It is controversial, but the idiocy, the fact that Hasan is still on the platform, I'm not surprised that once again, I'm not surprised Asmongold is banned. I'm just surprised that people still get surprised that this is still happening. I think that this is still happening. Wait, no, that's not the phrasing. I'm still surprised people are still on the platform and Twitch still alive. But then again, like I said, I understand that people can't switch over to another platform because this is where their jobs are. But at least consider the conversation. At least start talking about start coming up with like reasons for maybe it's best to go to another platform, because at this point Twitch just doesn't care about the average Twitch person. If they're not making you money, it doesn't matter. They rather support idiots like Hasan that basically causes controversy and makes people go to the channels for controversy, and then basically just raise them up, and then they'll ban them for like a week or 3 days just to placate the masses, to tell, hey, we're doing our job, yeah, we're banning him for like a 3-day for a week, so we know we're listening to you. No, you're not. You'll literally ban a VTuber for like 3 freaking months, but you won't do anything, but you ban someone like Hasan for like 3 days. I mean, Asmongold, I'm surprised they didn't do 2 weeks, but then again, if they went to a full month, people would literally be going after Twitch and literally see more of the hypocrisy. I mean, we've already know the hypocrisy. It's just that it would be more out there. And plus, it's basically, obviously, Asmongold would literally talk about it even more, and he would literally well, kind of go after Twitch. He really let out, put everything and talk about the truth about. Yeah, we'll talk more about how it's an idiotic platform and everything, because they know Asmon would literally destroy their platform without even trying. As far as I know, I have no idea, but that's it. Anyway, like I said, Twitch is like a BS platform. It's just, if you're planning to stay on Twitch, so be it. But at least consider the option of leaving it. At this point, it's idiotic. It's completely idiotic. By the way, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you can, let me know in the comments what you think about this such situation. Of course, I already know it's a bunch of BS. Twitch is a BS, and are you surprised that this happened, or are you not surprised this happened? Are you surprised that basically Twitch is still doing this, or are you surprised that it's still alive? Let me know in the comments. And also, how many times has Hasan been taken down by a ban for every once in a while? Let me, for like barely like 3 days. Let me know in the comments. By the way, comment, subscribe down below, like and share the video. Don't forget to press the black bell button if you to be notified. So whenever my video pops up, YouTube channel, man, my mouth is so dry. YouTube channel, there you go. Does announce it, and my younger sibling takes over the console. Restricted mode. I'll put that up, to turn that off, or else you won't get any of my videos. Alright, that's about it. And for right now, my dark minions, dismissed.